So this is my very first time I've made the longest bead crochet necklace, and I also added some beaded ball pendants to it. And look at that. I mean, I'm making my own styles. I can do with or without a pendant. You can wear it in 2 chains, or you can just wear it without doing adding any style to it. I mean, it's everything. I just love this project, you know. And for me, this is my favorite style, you know. So please, let's get into the video and see how everything comes by. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, so I woke up today and was so amazed about this project. Now I was thinking of making a bracelet from this, and so I remembered I had some beads. I picked them up. Now I was able to make some beaded ball, and then later on, change of mind. Then I decided to do a long bead crochet necklace, and then add the beaded ball as a pendant to it. So here is how it looks like. I'm going to show you. Here, so this is what I was planning to make a bracelet out of, but then I decided that no, I changed my mind, and then now I want to do a long necklace that can make about 2 rings or 3 rings on my neck, and then add this as a pendant. So let's see how I'm able to start. I mean, now I feel somehow lazy because I'm not going to measure. I will just be adding the bead as I move, be adding the thread, the length bead as I move on, you know. So because I'm not really sure of what I'm going to do, I would just be adding as I go. I don't really know how long it's going to take, so I decided not to calculate anything. I'll just be adding my beads as I move on. Yeah, so please stay tuned and let's see the magic I do. Okay. Thank you very much. If you're wondering how to make beaded ball, I have videos on them. Please visit my stories, my tutorials, and then you would see. I mean, I have some 2 to 3 videos on them. Please, thank you very much. If I get to, I may put the link you know, in the description box, and then you can catch up with it. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so at this point I'll start to thread my beads. So these are the threads I'm going to use, and this is the label. So in case you need this kind of thread, you can give it a screenshot and then try to make your search. So I'm going to use a light red beads, and then also I mean, if you are a beader, you know that these 2 threads are not enough. I'd have to go in for more with the kind of projects I would want to do. Yes, so I'll start to thread my beads gradually like that. Like I started, I'm not going to as I said, I'm not going to calculate anything, because really I want like 3 rings on my neck, so I don't really know the exact length I want. So I'll just be adding, and then when I have to add, I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm done with my first spool of thread or bead with thread, and so I'm going to use a 19mm hook for this tutorial, and I'm using a single crochet for this project, not a slip stitch. I'm using a single crochet. Yeah, so I'm going to, the circumference is going to be 9, so I would make a chain of 9, and then after I'll make rows of crochet on top so as to be able to attach my bead cap. It's going to help it so that it doesn't fall off, because the bead caps are really necessary when after you are done with your product and you want to wear it. They are going to hold on to the other with the toggle and clasp together for you so that it stays on your neck. Okay, yeah, so this is not a detailed tutorial, please. I have a tutorial on how to start this, and so I may add the link to it, or kindly search for this tutorial. And yes, so you close your circle, and then I'm going to make a few more rows and then get back to you. So I have done some few more rows. I'll add more to it. And so I usually do this with my most of my projects, because it's really good for the bead crochet to hold when it dries. Yeah, so I have made some rows. I'm comfortable with this length, so I'll start to add my bead. Now I noticed something. Now I said the circumference was 9, but I think in the end you know what I'm talking about. Instead of 9, I think I mistakenly added another chain to it, so it's going to be 10 instead of 9. So now this is the first bead I have put, so whilst you count, you know what I'm talking about. This is the second bead. This is the third one. And 4. Number 5. And 6. So without even finishing, you realize that it's 9. The beads are 9, but you realize there's still a space for the 10th bead after. So this is the 6th, and the 7th one is here. And the 9th one is finally here. Okay, and then I realized there was still a space for one bead, so I had to add one more bead to it. But this is not a pattern. It doesn't have any pattern with it. Other than that, I would have changed the whole thing. I would have gone back and started all over, because the pattern is going to change. But since this, I'm using just one color, I'll just continue to bead. It doesn't really matter. Now the circumference is now 10, so please bear in mind in case you are following me. So we'll continue to add more beads, and then we'll get back to you. In case you're wondering how to do this, this is not a detailed tutorial, so please, and this is more advanced, and I'm just playing around, you know, with this color, because it's so beautiful, and simply because I started with a pendant, a chain of beaded ball pendant, so I decided to, you know, make a necklace out of it. Yeah, so if you just joined and you're wondering what is happening, please, you can start from the beginning, and then you would understand better. We'll still add more beads. We'll add more beads, and then get back to you, please. So I've been able to make about 27 centimeters long of my project, and my thread is getting finished, so I'll go ahead and start with a new one. And so my I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make about, see, this is a project with no plan. So I think I'm going to make more than, I mean, the last number on this measurement, you know, which is about 149 to 150. So let's see what happens. I'm done with the second layer of the bead on the thread. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'm going to join this together, the new and old together. If you're following me and you don't know how to do this, please watch. I also have a tutorial on this, so kindly visit my old videos. It's not far away. I have other videos that it's not, you really see, you would see the title about how to add you know, a thread to your bead crochet. So the titles are there, so you know. So this is how to do it. Now I'm going to join. All right, so at this point what I'll do is that I would bring some of the beads forward. I think I'm finding it a little difficult here because it's kind of tangled. So I'm going to add the beads now. So this is not really a beginner friendly tutorial, so I'll need somebody who already knows how to start a bead crochet. Okay, so the main idea of this whole tutorial is to make a very long bead crochet necklace with pendants, with bead ball pendants. Okay, yeah, so from the beginning what I said was I wanted to do turn these bead crochet balls into bracelets, and then I changed my mind. So let's see what happens. Now I'm adding my beads to it. Okay, yeah, so there's no measurement, there's no plan to this, and actually I don't know the measurement I even want, but I just want some rings, about 2 to 3 rings. When I put them on my neck, when I put the necklace on my neck, it should fold in like 2 or 3 halves. That's what I meant. Yes, so let's continue. So we'll add more beads and then get back to you. If you're wondering how to cut the excess thread after adding the old and the new, or the old to the new project, please watch here very well, this part really well. So what I did was I had to put it through the needle and then back through the beads. Okay, the first one is already done. Yes, so you look for a hole which is quite closer to it, and then you pull it out, and then after you cut a little bit away, it's a little bit of the thread away, and then you push it in with the back of your hook, your beading hook or crochet hook. Yes, so you don't just cut it off like that. You just have to go through some of the beads with the needle. Sometimes I used to go through 2 to 3 times just to be secured, but this is quite okay because this is a thick, quite a thick crochet. So I've got about 71 centimeters with me here. I've been able to finish about 71 centimeters, and so I have about 79 centimeters more to go. So now I know my measurements. Before I didn't even plan for this work, like I said earlier. So I'm making in total of about 150 centimeters. I want about 2 rings of necklaces on my neck, and then I'll finally add my pendant to it. So let's continue. And I think I'll be adding more spool of threads to it, of bead threads to it. This is the last one that you can see in the corner, just it's not really showing. There's a red thread just in front of me that I need to buy more. So I mean, crochet means thread, okay? Sometimes I feel it's not even about the beads, it's about the thread. You need to get more thread to go. So I have about 79 more to go to finish with my project. So I started this say about 20, should I say, no, not 20, about 15 hours ago. And it wasn't just a day. I mean, I have been doing this little by little. So I started from, today is Monday, from Saturday, and I've been doing this little by little. Don't be afraid. So if I had to sit and finish, I would have used maybe, say, 24 hours to finish this continuously, but it is not really consistent. Yes, so don't be afraid. If you love what you do, just continue to do it, okay? So I'll get back to you when maybe I get to my 100th length, okay? See you. So somewhere along the line I decided to finish with my beaded ball pendant, which is already aligned on a black thread. Now this thread is also used for macrame beads. It's not any other thread, but it's a really hard nylon, hard but very flexible as well, strong thread, which is used for macrame, you know, projects as well. So this is my clamshell, which is already inserted through the with the black thread. And what you see in my hands is a cream tube. It looks so small. So in case you don't know how to do this, please watch carefully how I do this. First of all, you're going to put your clamshell, which is the very first one, closer to the silver beaded ball, and then you put your cream tube with it. The cream tube is really small, okay? So this tutorial is not for beginners. Like I said, it's for someone who is advanced, already knows what to do, and maybe might be wondering how to do this, okay? Yes. So here's a case where I'm going to hide the cream tube inside the clamshell. Yeah. Now that red round opening just at the tip of the clamshell is what I'm going to use for holding the jump ring, okay? I'm making a lot of omissions today, forgive me. So I made a mistake. I'd have to open and then bend the tip of it just to hide the black thread, and then close the clamshell again. So as you can see, please, this is not the kind of lighter for this kind of project, but since I don't have the you know, that kind of lighter, I'm using the normal lighters we have. And in case you don't have a good lighter for your bead work, please be careful so you don't burn your work and start all over again. So I'm going to do the same to the other end and then get back to you. Yes, so now it's all done. I have added my jump ring to it. Yeah, so I'll continue with my bead project. So in the end, I was able to make about 125 centimeters instead of 150 plus. And so yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. And I mean, looking at it's quite funny because when I started, I said I didn't have a plan, and so I mean, wherever I get to is okay. So I realized 125 is also better. So as you can see, I'm just wearing it for you to see the length of it. And so I'm also done with my beaded ball pendant. So this is how it's going to look like generally. Yes, so I mean, I wanted 2 rings and then I add my pendant, and really it's enough. I don't need more. So if I had to make 125, would have been more. So as you can see, I have done about some few rows of crochet, and then I'll finally add my bead cap to it, and that'll be all. Yeah, so watch how I put my bead cap to it. So at this point, I'm going to add my F6000 glue, and I'm going to recommend this glue for every project. Okay, it's a strong glue for let me read. It says excellent viscosity for waterproof, and it's flexible, non-flammable, it's paintable. I mean, I love it. This is what I use. So when the other one got finished, I had to buy a new one. So this is a new one I'm using now. So I just put a little bit of it, not too much, on an ear bud, and then I paint a little bit on the crochet, and then afterwards I would put the remaining in the bead cap. I'll brush a little bit in the bead cap, like you are seeing, just a little bit, not too much, and then I just add it to it like that. Yeah, it doesn't matter when it gets into contact with the bead, no problem, nothing will happen, but just make sure it's so neat, and then push it a little bit harder until it gets to the end. And then I'm going to leave this for the next 24 hours. Okay, yeah, so that it can be stronger to attach other things. So after 24 hours, everything is dried up. I went ahead to add the other bead cap to the other end, and then I also added my jump ring and my, I don't know if I should call it this, toggle and clasp. If you know the name, just please add it to the comment section. Okay, yes, so I mean, everything is going, and I also added the other toggle and clasp to the pendant, the bead ball pendant. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks. Now if you want to learn how to do this, you can wear this without a pendant. Okay, it's not really long, it's not like it's on my knee or something, it's not very long. 125 is just right. And so if you want to add your pendants to it, this is how you go. You know, it looks so nice, man. I mean, I'm so proud of myself. I mean, I dared myself to do this, and finally I did it. And so this is how it looks on my neck. Yeah, you can also make different styles with this. So finally, I'm all done. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. See you on my next tutorial. Have a nice time. Bye.